Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Joust. Today we have a series between OpDVlaM, here in the color purple, playing as the Mongols, and in the color orange, playing as the Ubids. It is Lewis. A very interesting matchup here. Both sides want to be... yeah, Mongols wants to attack in Dark Age, and I would think a Tower Rush would be coming out of the OpDVlaM. And the meta right now for Ayubids in this matchup, I do think it's trying to use Desert Raiders, is defending the Tower Rush, obviously, and then trying to use Desert Raiders to prevent Mongols from really massing an army. And getting that, either getting too many Mangadai or too many Lancer, or Keshik. Because that's going to be where the problems start here for Lewis. Let's see what we have in store here. We have OpDVlaM here. Yeah, going first to Lewis's base, trying to get any sheep that he finds along the way. Very, very nice scouting indeed. I'm gonna go through that age up in a second, but he does see OpDVlaM, and I do think he saw... Oh, he saw the Jur. I don't think he saw... No, he did see the barracks. So he knows it's aggression, and I think that's why he went with advancement. Doesn't even have a mining camp here in the gold. The long distance mined that. Of course, this only costs 125. So yeah, 3 workers here on gold is a single trip. So the same thought behind what Ottomans were doing, collecting 50 stone to build the military schools, right? Going fast into the Castle Age opens up a possibility for a lot of feudal units, but they have to be trash units because they're not going to have any gold. So Horseman Spears, Archers. And Horseman Spear, we all know Horseman Spear is absolutely fantastic. It's been like, over the last 6 months, I think it's been the greatest, great meta development. And now Spears are even more powerful. We shall see those here with OpDVlaM. Is he going to try to Tower Rush? Is he going to try to Tower Rush this stone, I wonder? Because he's going to see... Yeah, the Khan is over here, so he's not going to see that. But he's going to see the stone here with the villager. Let's switch over to OpDVlaM. See what he sees. Alright, so he sees this. He sees all the stone. He could be confused. So he gets 300 stone. This seems to me like it's going to be 2 TC as Ayubids. We don't see too many 2 TCs as Ayubids. Even though their age up is actually pretty good. But we already have a feudal age Lewis. Yeah, I think it... Yeah, I think this is trying to mitigate the damage of the Tower Rush. He's not even on the berries. Which I think is a mistake. I think the berries are extremely important to take early on as Ayubids, and as Abbasids as well using this strategy. Because, like, look, sheep are about to run out. How many leaving sheep does he have? I think he has, none. Oh, he does definitely have that one, but I think it's the only one. Yeah. Whereas he would have been on berries this whole time, he would have had his 13 sheep alive. A lot of food. So, yeah. That's this outpost. Burns down the mining camp. That's a lot of resources for OpDVlaM. Not sure if... Yeah, it would have been worth it for Lewis to destroy this himself. Alright, we get the town center here on the gold. Oh, it's gonna be a race. So many workers here building for Lewis. If Lewis builds this first in garrisons, he might actually kill the villager just before the tower gets finished. And that is just a massive win for him. On the other hand, OpDVlaM here just aging up as fast as he can. It's gonna be the Deer Stones. Yeah, the YAM network. For cavalry near outposts is pretty big when you're tower rushing your opponent and you have a tower already on their side. And we all know that speed is such an important advantage. Oh, Lewis finishes this first. If Lewis garrisons, he can deny this. Oh, attacking the spear. Oh no. Gonna lose a worker over here. Oh, that's awful. First worker kill of the game as well. And Lewis was playing so well, and now the auto-attacking of the town center absolutely screws him over. But anyway, that's still a double town center, and like the workers are gonna spawn here behind. So it's not really the end of the world for Lewis. Lewis can still play, can still make a ton of army. He knows that OpDVlaM still hasn't aged up, and thus he won't have much army other than those spears. Reacting with a lot of archers this early on against Mongols is a bit of a mistake, though. And Lewis does not have gold available to him because he also doesn't have map control, so he can't just take either of these two golds, which are the closest to him, not in the range of the tower. So he's in a bit of a pickle here. He's gonna collect loads of wood here. I fully expect now to see barracks like that. There we go. Yeah, we're getting an archery range. Next has to be the stables, I would think. Let's see, because if this is Mangadine, no, this is archer, so definitely a stable. And a smith as well. Oh, OpDVlaM going for that range damage. Really, really nice here. OpDVlaM playing this one pretty good. I love this wall from Lewis. I've said this many times before. This wall just prevents some easy damage from cavalry. And oh, but the can, this is so annoying. This wall, though, might be a double-edged knife here because it's as much as you're preventing units from easily coming in, you're also preventing your guys from easily going out. Oh, two archers here from OpDVlaM. Yeah, this is going to delay them for sure. Yeah, the archers now, they're perfect for this scenario. What you really want is to contain here. No, the range. Nah, but he also doesn't have farm space. That's why I like to leave some farm space when we're playing against some of these very aggressive civs. Yeah, Lewis is gonna run out of food very soon. He still has some leaving sheep here. Brought them over with the scouts. Doesn't have access to berries. I don't think it would be wise at all. Yeah, OpDVlaM is checking, and OpDVlaM will attack as soon as he sees anything. So wow, and like spearmen are just such a bad unit for this. Yeah, OpDVlaM getting siege engineering! Oh, he's gonna be so aggressive here, getting wheelbarrow as well. Right, the DSO's in the front of the base in the range of the town center. That's hilarious. It's a single tile. Oh, he's gonna go right on the other side. He wants to tear down the town center. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. Or if OpDVlaM manages to close, Lewis, excuse me, manages to close the side, it's great, but he's on the clock, and I don't think he realizes how much on the clock he is. He's going for the food light units, so going spearsmen because he kind of has to, and then archers. Lewis doesn't have a lot of units, not compared to OpDVlaM, so OpDVlaM absolutely won this engagement here. But still doesn't have access. The units can run around behind the base. But we have a ram instead. Wow, Lewis going for the 2TC against this kind of strategy. That didn't work. That did not work. Alright, here we go! Here we go! The Rams have finished building. I like this wall. I like this wall. Forces units to come here underneath this town center range of action. But now OpDVlaM has so many units, he's gonna start killing villagers. The army doesn't have a chance. Oh, good engage there on the town centers. But now we have the spears as well. The spears are gonna tank so much of the damage. Yeah, just the same units, but less of them. That's not great. And that's the town center down. Wow, and Lewis is in hot water here. I'm not even sure how Lewis can survive this pressure here. But he's on berries now. I don't think he has any sheep left, and he's on hunt. Doesn't get the upgrade. He has no gold. Don't forget that. He has no gold. Oh no, a house getting destroyed. Don't forget that every building that gets burned, that gets set on fire, gives OpDVlaM extra 25 gold, 25 wood. Which might seem like it's not a lot, but it's actually a very significant amount. OpDVlaM also getting his ego upgrades and his military upgrades as well, so... Yeah, much more seamless game here for OpDVlaM. Now with the ranged attack and ranged damage... Sorry, ranged damage and ranged armor, the units seem to be like... Yeah, more units with more upgrades. Yeah, and not looking too good for Lewis here. And he does not have the gold to repair the House of Wisdom. So any damage the House of Wisdom takes is permanent. But Lewis, he does have a sizable villager advantage, so... Now getting all of this food. Alright, getting a stable, that's good. That's good, finally. This should have been the stable instead of the range. I don't think these archers accomplished anything. We have 4 rams now. 4 rams, I think, is gonna be slight overkill. Is gonna be able to... But with such an advantage, I'm okay with OpDVlaM doing this. I think this is gonna seal the game. Oh, gonna close in on the archer so that they can't escape. And the spears taking on the other spears. Just perfect battle here for OpDVlaM. Lewis, though, doesn't really have a chance. Yeah, too little, too late there with the horsemen. And now, a lot of villagers coming over. That's 13 villagers? Yeah, no army for Lewis. He has 1 scout. That's it. So all of these workers are going to die. And all of that worker advantage that he built is also going to be gone. Oh, and there's a Gashik out there as well. Yeah, OpDVlaM being a little bit ruthless in this game. Okay, there's an archer here taking down this spear. Yeah, saves the horseman, but no healing as just yet. And there's a Gashik. That Gashik is going to be so annoying on the wood line. Oh my god, Lewis just can't deal with this. Are we gonna get a full landmark victory? The only thing I would do is use this wall to take things on the outside, but he can't even take the boar. So it's just, yeah, Lewis taps out, and that's 1-0 for OpDVlaM. Alright, game number 2 is underway here in the purple as the Ayubids. That's a little bit funny. It's OpDVlaM. Going straight on the berries. Doesn't do the advancement build that Lewis did in the last game. Let's see how that goes for him. This is Lewis, though, on the Delhi Sultanate. Building moss, cows. I like doing the mill first. But that's gonna be like seconds. It's not gonna be significant whatsoever. What is significant though is getting the upgrades right away. That's beautiful. Efficient production immediately. This is going to be done just as feudal hits. I want to see wheelbarrow get clicked on. Alright, so there we go. That was a few seconds in. But yeah, let's go. Good build for Lewis here. For OpDVlaM though, he's getting on the gold. Only 6 on food. Ah, there you go. He's going to have 2 on gold only. Yeah, that was a bit embarrassing. When that happens, it's just so annoying. But perfect build as well. Interesting that he does this. We have a House of Wisdom too. The House of Wisdom, yeah. See, OpDVlaM leaves farm space. So if Lewis is too aggressive and OpDVlaM can't really deal with that, but he still has his base under control, that's 12 farms right there. It could end up saving you. Delhi though, Delhi is very aggressive, very tempo-based civ, right? So when those upgrades kick in is when you just go balls to the wall, just make a ton of units. Or you can go the tech route and get those techs a little bit faster, but they're gonna have less units overall. You're gonna get better units earlier so you can control the pace of the game a little bit better. With Ayubids though, I'm surprised we saw that 2TC. It didn't work out well for Lewis last game. This game, OpDVlaM might do the more meta play and try to go for that fast castle under reinforcement. That's one of the strategies. Another one is getting logistics and tanking the early aggression with the early harassment with logistics. and then aging up with reinforcement is one of them. Growth is another one. Industry is another one. So aging up the castle can be quite fluid here. He is going for logistics. There we go. Yeah, logistics though, only 2 dervishes instead of the 3 you would get in Castle Legend. We have a Dome of the Faith, very religious game. We're gonna have the Dome of the Faith. You wanna get really a lot of gold and make as many scholars as you can. Because the Dome of the Faith, they cost 80 instead of 1. I think it's 135. Yeah, 135 gold. Yeah, Lewis wants as well. The order I like doing my military buildings is stable. Stable. I'll do archers if I feel like they're gonna bring in men-at-arms. But it's stable, the blacksmith, archery range, or if it's against French or Rus or Mongols, if they have Kashik or knights in the feudal age. I like doing a barracks, 3rd, and then the 4th is a 2nd blacksmith, so they can just get all of your blacksmith decks that much faster. That's a beautiful sheep hall. That's Lewis is actually winning here in the sheep battle. Oh, OpDVlaM was doing so well, man. That house is here, and you connect it to the mill. People really underestimate the power of having a few farms under your TC when you're being pressured. Alright, OpDVlaM going wheelbarrow, which tells me that he wants to fight. And if he wants to fight, then going dervishes then going the logistics is actually perfect. It's perfect, because you're gonna get healing when you're not really supposed to have healing. Well, let's see what he does here. So we have immediately those 2 scholars getting produced. We have Sanctity right away. That's 16 seconds on Piety. And he still cancelled it. That is fantastic. Have here Wheelbarrow. Gonna get Pro Scout 2nd. That is very, very interesting. But it's also the meta way of doing it now. Because you're gonna build a stable anyway. You can build your scouts from there, so no effect on your villager production. And you're gonna set up the pace. Because like Delhi just can produce so many units so quickly that you have a really good opportunity of getting those deer. This is Lewis here is after the disaster that was game 1, he's keeping his cool here, doing some level-headed plays, executing the meta, to be quite honest, but it's being well executed thus far. For OpDVlaM, double stable. Starting to produce Desert Raiders. Good macro for it as well. I think they'll start producing from both of them very consistently. Once he hits like 28 workers. Yeah, gets a smith as well. Very powerful, those upgrades. Yeah, I like it. Stable and blacksmith here for Lewis. The blacksmith, of course, needs to be within the range of the mosque, which I think it is. The range is also extended by the other buildings. And the Desert Raider on range, I think it still deals the extra damage, right? No, it doesn't deal any extra damage to anyone. But we have a Ghazi Raider. The Ghazi Raider is going to be a menace against these Dervishes. Won't do that well against the Desert Raiders. But Desert Raiders are really bad against archers. So that's why I expect the range to come in 3rd as the 3rd military building here for Lewis. I know the blacksmith isn't really a military building, but it's you build it as if it were. Because now, as you can see, like, Lewis is already getting Iron Undermash, and it's going to take like 2 minutes. 2 minutes is 8 minutes. In 8 minutes in a game like this, we're still going to be in feudal age. Lewis now with an okay military lead, right? Yeah, the 4 scholars don't count, so it's equal. It's equal. It's 2 Desert Raiders and the 2 Dervishes against the 4 Ghazi Raiders. And yeah, OpDVlaM not building Desert Raiders anymore. He might think he's in the clear here. So my thought process here is that OpDVlaM is opting instead to just make sure he doesn't really die early. Oh, I like this from Lewis. He's gonna try to take the sacred sites, and that's why he's trying to take control of them. But Lewis really needs a range, and Lewis needs to play an extended feudal here, even if OpDVlaM is fast at aging up, and he needs to deal economic damage. Because if we look here, Like, actually, idle times are pretty damn low. And if worker efficiency is also very low. Also very low. Lewis even 0.1% better. Yeah, healing the Ghazi Raiders, that is always a brilliant thing to do. But also the Desert Raiders are healed up, so both players not wanting their units to die here, totally understandable. But if OpDVlaM ages up and he starts getting that mass together, then it becomes a bit problematic. This range is like a minute too late. He could have had like 4 or 5 archers out. And he needs a second blacksmith, even though I don't think, looking at the text now, that he's gonna get it. But the second blacksmith just expedites the process so well. I love this. Lewis using the map control that he now definitely has. We have Desert Raiders and scouts everywhere. OpDVlaM really trying to get the free gold collection to a minimum. Because if we see here on the resources per minute, it's 135 gold per minute. So it's going to be almost half the gold that Lewis is going to end up getting. No, it's going to be all the gold that Lewis is going to end up getting. So the sacred sites, I think, are a little bit slept on by everybody. But I understand why. I understand why. Alright, getting that sacred site. OpDVlaM could just very easily retreat and then come out here and get this sacred site. Alright, going with reinforcements. So 3 Desert Raiders immediately, and then every 2 minutes. Batches of 3 Desert Raiders instead of just being the 1. And already with 3 stables. And Ghazi Raiders and range? Not really a good combo to go into Castle Age here for Lewis. But Lewis looks like he's far away. If he stops making units, he's actually very close to aging up, but he also needs to pull away from wood. Because it's starting to float a little bit. Alright, he's also doing professional scouts. That's amazing. I like this so much. And I'm heading into the stable. It's going to be a very Camel Lancer and Desert Raider heavy game. Alright, OpDVlaM seeing the attack, and Lewis definitely has the army count advantage. Burning the tower. Yeah, I get it. Want to get your opponent off gold as much as you can, but the damage is already done. Oh, going to gold here! OpDVlaM is mad! Yeah, and he's getting this sacred site as well. OpDVlaM is mad! What's he doing? Oh my, if Lewis scouts around and finds this, then it's gonna be a massive attack. It's not game over! But a few workers will get killed. This is... I don't even think this is reasonable. Yeah, there we go. You're gonna have to escape. What? Yeah, you're gonna have to escape. The Starvish might get caught, unfortunately for him. There's a Dervish as well on the other relic. That is expertly done by OpDVlaM. And I fully expect him to just build a mosque right away, right? And that's... you gotta use that advantage that you have right now. These are Camel Lancers. The graphic is relatively close to the one used by Desert Raiders. That's why I looked. Oh, and these gold villagers are gonna get found. Yeah, but definitely too late. Definitely too late here for Lewis. And in the meantime, OpDVlaM decapped the sacred sites. And that's... Was that 5 Camel Lancers? Oh my, there's so many Camel Lancer. Now OpDVlaM can't fight. This, I don't think, is even that close of a fight. And, you're gonna get the Desert Raiders, and it's gonna be... It's gonna be a bit of a slaughter. And all of a sudden, Lewis has such a massive army advantage, and he's so far behind. Oh, look, okay, the spears could work. But these are Dark Age spears. I think there's another barracks that's getting that upgrade. No, there isn't. But why are they Dark Age? But you only have veteran upgrade here available. Maybe I'm not seeing anything I should. Alright, nice fight! Alright, with the extra help here, Lewis kills the Desert Raiders. No, the Desert Raiders have to dip. Yeah, but so many units for Lewis dead. But if you keep the unit count down for OpDVlaM, then you're gonna have a much better time dealing with this. You need spears. Oh, and you gotta stay away from the dervishes. The dervishes have way too much HP, and it's too clustered here to not respect the conversion. Alright, but we're getting spears, getting all of the units here, so this is what people would call a 1-1-1. Yeah, one thing I don't really like, and I've seen games not really being decided by this, when Siege comes into play, of just like retreating with the units and leaving the weaker units behind. Oh no! OpDVlaM with a great read of the game. Going to one of the sacred sites. Yeah, kills the scholar right away, and oh, the dervish was gonna get to this sacred site. Yeah, OpDVlaM not sleeping on that sacred site gold, is he? Do we have a mosque? We don't have a mosque yet. We do have a market. I would like to see the mosque though. Yeah, the gold income is insane. This Ghazi Raider does 1 HP and it's gonna get healed for full. Oh, and we're gonna get a raid as well. Good thing the scout sees that. Lewis could go on the offense. Lewis could definitely go on the offense, and as long as he doesn't die to the conversion, he should be good. Yeah, towers don't defend really that well against Camel Lancers, but OpDVlaM wants damage. He doesn't just want to get you off your resources. If you want to get Lewis off of the berries, then you burn the tower down, but instead I think it's much more useful to just do this, what he's doing here. Yeah, that's the second blacksmith, where he needs to queue up the tax. So, Lewis making a few mistakes here, but I like the game plan. Except you need to be so much more aggressive here. OpDVlaM is getting all of the objectives. Yeah, no kills here. That is very interesting. No worker kills for OpDVlaM yet, and only the one from Lewis killing when he dives the wood line. Alright, good push here from Lewis. If he micros correctly and kills the Desert Raiders with the archers, I think he can accrue a lot of value here. Getting the sacred sites in behind this. We're gonna get a conversion attempt. Oh, target the dervishes. Oh, the dervishes are healing. Oh, the conversion doesn't get in. You gotta micro the archers. Nicely done. Oh, Lewis pushing this back. Oh, the scholars though, they... Yeah, you don't want to get them in the line of fire, do you? Camel Lancers are not good against spears. Oh, but the back row is gonna be exposed. Oh, tap this. Oh, the wall wasn't gonna do much. Doesn't even get a single unit. Oh, damn, OpDVlaM is really trying hard here. Oh, the Ghazi Raiders are almost down. The defenders' advantage coming in clutch. The archers needed to be attacking those Desert Raiders the whole time. No, but OpDVlaM doesn't even have Desert Raiders alive anymore. Oh no, the army's gonna get cleaned. Oh, that was a big dud. I really thought it was gonna go better for Lewis. He had a massive size advantage. But Camel Lancers are just too good. Getting compounded the defender now. Attacking and then aging up immediately. It's just... I could have had those units upgraded, but instead he's gonna get all of his archers killed. And resource-wise, military resource-wise, can we see that? Oh, that's collected reason. I don't think so. But look at destroyed value, it's even. It's even. OpDVlaM is almost double, is what I meant. Collected value is even. The army value is double for OpDVlaM as well. Despite similar counts. Yeah, and there you go. You want to get your opponent off of resources, you burn the tower. You want to get some amazing damage, you ignore the tower and you go for everywhere else. With Lewis now with the compounded defender, the only way you can see a comeback is if OpDVlaM really lets him. And we get an army with loads of elephants. But I don't think OpDVlaM will. OpDVlaM should respect the economy of Lewis, despite killing 2 workers. He doesn't know about the minute of idle time. And he let sacred sites go on a little bit too long. But the upgrade is just so late here. The upgrade has to be immediate. And you need to garrison your scholars into the mosque, and this is right when Delhi is at its weakest. And I don't think as well that men-at-arms are really an option. It's just, what can you do with men-at-arms here, right? It's you're gonna get cleaned by the camel lancers of OpDVlaM. And OpDVlaM, is he thinking about aging up? This is not... Okay, he's back to making units. That I caught him when he had his pants down. That's also a bit unfortunate on my part, right? But yeah, so OpDVlaM knows about this, and he should expect this to be almost done, but not completely done. This deer pack is very unlucky for Lewis. Now for OpDVlaM, he's making farms. I'm gonna say this. These farms are a bit of a mistake. You can take this. OpDVlaM has map control now. He can take things. But yeah, it's the usual time to do the farm transition. I don't hate it. It's not something I hate. It's something that, from the perspective of someone who isn't playing, it's like the conqueror from the bench. You know what I mean? It's just it's easy for me to say these things, but yeah, I'm not sure about this from Lewis though. This is much more level-headed for me here, where. Like, I see the despair from Lewis as he doesn't even have farms. And like, he's moving out. OpDVlaM might actually be fooled by this. He might think this is the move out. There are workers on the outside here. Lewis here with Archer Spear. Archer Spear, don't really hate. You need to include elephants in this. No, it's gonna be spears and crossbowmen. Okay, now I like what I'm seeing. Here comes the rest of the army. Lewis will never have enough spears to deal with this effectively, but spears are pretty good. Oh, and he sees the army and just steps out. So that's 2-0 for OpDVlaM. Yeah, alright, peace out, and thank you for watching this one.